jewelry just to go to the bodega. But I can tell you straight, it ain't no. She said I like you, she like.
I'm about to say something wild and crazy. So I finally got my car back. I'm so happy, even though my radio's still not fixed. But for the love of the hustle, I don't care. Like, even if I wouldn't have taken my car to get fixed, in my head mentally, I was already like, I got this radio. I put the radio in the car. So I'm just gonna put my radio in the car. Supposedly they're ordering another part, and supposedly it's supposed to take an hour. So we're gonna be optimistic about that bitch right there. But the biggest but of all is everything that man wrote on that list. Not one of those things that he said needed to be done. One thing other than the radio needed to be done, and that got fixed. And you know, God always protects me, so it was something major. I know it was something major, and that got squared away, that got fixed. So like, I'm happy about that, because I really feel like it had something to do with like the tires, which I don't know if I mentioned before how I feel like well, I knew it was about time for my brakes to be fixed anyway, which I still may go ahead and get my brakes fixed now anyway, because deep down inside I do feel like sooner or later they still may need to be done. But since I found somebody else that is not going to break the freaking bank, and also I went ahead and I started looking at prices for brakes, and it don't cost that much. Well, brakes shouldn't cost $800. I just want to say that right there. Brakes shouldn't cost $800. Brakes don't take that long to do. Like, literally, you're taking off the tire and you're just replacing the little pad thingy. Like, I do know that much. Now, other stuff does go along with changing the brakes or so forth, but at the end of the day, brakes don't cost that much, or brakes don't take that long to do. And God gave me an angel, so I'm still gonna probably do the brakes just because I know it's about time anyway. But yes, not one thing on that list needed to be done, and it's like, damn. And so as I'm checking out, paying my little deductible, of course, the asshole is standing up there and has enough nerves to look at me with sorrow in his motherfucking eyes. I'm like, no, this nigga died. You need to give me that same hate you gave me when I first walked up in that bitch. So I didn't even bother looking at him. I did not acknowledge him. I stood there and did what I had to do. But I do hate that I had to go back there. But I do know that that was just God, because I'm like, I'm not going back there. Like, once I'm done with this, in my heart of heart, I don't want to go back there. I would rather go way out to Katy and just do what I have to do. And if I have to sit there all day for them to fix my car, I will sit up there all day for them to fix my car. But unfortunately, I do gotta go back up there. But it's crazy because, like, the main reason why I even went to that dealership is because when I locked my keys in the truck, their roadside man came to help me, and he came to help me, like, I'm gonna say a knight in shining armor, because like, he did it more so in like a fatherly way. Fatherly way. Damn, I can't even say that. That's how you know my daddy ain't been in my life. But he did it more so in a fatherly way. And I know it's partially because I do sound like a little kid sometimes on the phone. But it was so crazy because the very first person who even came up to greet me was the man who came and got my keys out my car. And of course, I had Snoop Dogg with me because if I'm going to be walking, I might as well kill two birds with one stone, which for him right now, he's confused on why we not going walking right now, because he know it's dark and it's time for us to go for a walk, but he doesn't realize, like, us walking to go get the car, that was your walk. So Snoopy got a lot of attention, and that spoke a lot of volumes to that man, because he was well mannered, well behaved. Like, even me at home right now, I'm praising Snoop Dogg because he did so good. And the thing about it is, like, I worry about him like going in buildings and just not listening to me, but he did good. He sat down, he got comfortable. He really got comfortable, but I knew that walk would tire him out enough where he wouldn't want to try to be up and down and impatient and all that type of stuff. But yeah, he had so many people who were just like, is he friendly, and wanted to pet him. And Snoop Dogg loves, and I was like, at the end of the day, like, that speaks volumes on me as a dog mom. And yeah, so it's like, it was just crazy because everybody's energy was so different, so freaking different. And it's just crazy because now I can't stop thinking about the fact that not one thing on that list needed to be done. And not even that, like, I only have 2 issues wrong with the car: the thing that they fixed and my radio. That speaks a lot of volumes to me, because here you are trying to say I need all of this stuff fixed, like I'm not taking care of my car, and you're all wrong, completely wrong. I had a major issue probably with whatever that other thing they fixed. I don't know what it was, but I'm probably gonna look in my little manual to see if it's in there so I can understand what it is, because I really don't know what it was, but I do know that it was just dealt with something. I just know it dealt with something, and I really feel like it dealt with like the tire region of the car, which I'm okay with that. The car does drive different, but I do feel like it drives different because I haven't drove her in so long. And not even that, I forgot how beautiful my shit was. Like, I was without her for so long. When I opened the door, like, I'm like, is this my car? Like, there's something different. Like, I didn't recognize my girl. So yes, I got my car. I'm happy. I wish I had a radio. I still be going to the volume to cut up songs. So hopefully my radio that I'm going to put in the car is loud enough for me to be satisfied with the noise level. I know it's not, but I do know it's going to sacrifice enough than just playing my phone on speaker. And I really don't like listening to music with my headphones in the car. To me, that's just not safe. And I would rather have my ears available to hear things. So we'll see how that goes. So yes, I just wanted to come on here and be like, after all of that stuff, like literally, it would have been 3 weeks if I wouldn't have called. It would have been 3 weeks if I wouldn't have called and cussed folks out. But the reason why I was so hot was because you waited 3 days to contact my people, knowing damn well that they probably wasn't even going to be open. And yeah. But the dude I was dealing with, he was very nervous. I knew he was nervous. It was funny. But I'm like, even when he tried, like, and the thing about it is he was nervous because after all that bullshit I had to deal with, you still telling me my radio not fixed. That's what he was nervous about. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I just want my car. Like, really, I don't care. Like, whatever at this point. Like, I got shit to do. So, yes. I'm happy. This should be the end of the Car Chronicles. Hopefully, pray. And now it's back to the regularly scheduled program of the Hustle Diaries. So let's see what this next ventures have to offer, because I do have another job. And yeah, I'm excited. Like, I feel like it's gonna be good. I really do. Like, I was in the shower and I was like, ooh, my next dry bar check is about to be good. And I was just thinking about that job, but I slipped up and I said checks with an S, and I'm like, oh God, okay God, these next checks are about to be fat. So let's see what God got in store planned for me, because I've been ready. Like, I've been anxious for like the past 2 days, and then all day today, even while I was asleep, I was anxious. So let's see what God got in store for me, because I feel it. I really do feel it. I really feel it. I'm just happy. Like, the small things make me happy, like I say. I'm happy. Alright. I'm about to take Snoopy Dooby Dog out on his walk. He's been very patient with me this morning, but we do not deserve animals. I can officially say we do not deserve animals. Like, really, when I say animals really do work as emotional support animals, they really do work. So I'm on my cycle, and I'm at the stage of my cycle where I have the stomach issues and stuff like that. So I woke up last night, well, this morning, around 3-ish to go use the restroom. And as soon as I got up, I was just like, ugh, not feeling it, stomach hurting, all of that. So as soon as I got out the bed, I think Snoop Dogg knew I was not feeling good, because he popped up like real quick, real fast, in a hurry. So I come back from the restroom, and normally he's whining for me to give him permission to get in the bed. And half the time I'm like, dude, you know the blanket's in the bed, you can go ahead and jump in. You don't have to ask my permission, since, you know, he knows he's supposed to sleep on a blanket. So he hops in the bed, don't ask nothing, hops in the bed. Instantly he goes and lays down like in my feet area, which he does not like me sliding my feet underneath his body. But tonight, well, this morning, he allowed me to slide my feet under his body, and instantly, like, my weighted blanket needs to be washed. Like, and I knew when I looked at it last night, I was like, I need my blanket, I need my blanket, I need my weighted blanket. And I feel like he knew I needed that weight and that pressure on my body to kind of like just get me comfortable and situated in the bed. So he hops in the bed, he allows me to put my feet under him, and then eventually, once he's tired of that, he made sure he moved his body in a way where I still felt his weight on my legs. And when I tell you, it worked, it works. I slept so good. So we do not deserve animals, because like, they know. I don't care what nobody say. They know. And I know he knows, because like, I try not to whine a lot, but like, when my stomach gets hurting, I just have a certain sound where I'm not being too loud, but like, it's like my little painful little sound. It's hard to explain. And I think he knows this sound from a period where I was once again in the middle of the night, sleep, stomach started hurting, and I was just really just in the zone of this pain. So I just like, wow, he really just came up here and comforted me and actually helped me go back to sleep. And he stayed with me the whole night. Like, he did not get out of the bed until, I guess he knew I was like sleep. And even when I thought he was out of the bed, somehow, some way, he had moved to the other side of the bed, and I was like, oh, he's still in the bed. So yeah, we don't deserve animals. We don't. But he's been so good. Like, I was proud of him yesterday, proud of him this morning, because he's not doing all that whining and crying and shit. Yeah, he's being a good boy right now. This is the Snoopy that I like. Not that mean Snoopy that be getting an attitude right before my period is about to start. So, I'm about to go take him on yet another long walk, because lately I just been in that zone, and I'm happy about that, because I enjoy walking. Ooh, needed that stretch. So, let's go. Okay, I got this idea from Alexis Rebecca. I think that's the right way you say it on YouTube. You put your unused candle wax that you can no longer use in the freezer, and then you can take it out. Now, I just got to get something and chop this up in pieces, but you hear that? It worked, and I was so concerned it wasn't going to work. So, I I'm excited because this right here, this smells so good. And I think I paid $3 for this. Don't be sleeping on the Walmart finds now. Like, ooh, no wonder I love this. It's whipped cream and vanilla bean. That's exactly what it is. Yes. See? Them edges. I'm so happy because, ooh, this smells so good. Baby, he know when he got some food, he went straight to his bag. His little chicken hearts and chicken gizzards. He know his stuff. He do not miss a beat. Okay, so when I pass out my cards, I normally put samples of my stuff. But one other thing I also do is I give out lip glosses because these are one of my favorite lip glosses that I like to use. But I just figured out another and cheaper alternative. So I went to the beauty supply store to get me some lashes because I like them long and I have short ones. And once I'm done playing with those, we're going back to long. And literally, they had a box full of these and actually lashes for, you buy 3 for $1, which I'm pretty sure that might just be an overall sale in general. But it gave me another idea of how I can do my business cards. So what I'm gonna do is, like, I can't do these bags, but I can get my bigger bags, go and literally go ham on some lashes since there's buy 3 for $1, and literally just stock up on a whole bunch of lashes, put them in my little baggie like so, and then put my business cards. So yes, marketing tip 101. Everybody loves gifts. Everybody loves something free. And this is what I learned working in the grocery store. And 100%, I'm always looking for stuff to put in my little sample kits. And this right here, baby, this is like the cheapest thing I can do. And like, I'm not a lash girl. So honestly, to me, they're fine. You know what I mean? Like, these are fine. You're only wearing them once, maybe twice, 3 if you're lucky. So I am going to do that as my next business cards little thing. So anybody who has not seen me make my business cards, this is how I package it. I have samples of my hair strengthening oil and my all-in-one oil, and then I have my business cards. So this is how I do that. So now I'm like, I'm gonna do this, but add lashes and then put my business cards. And I think that will really get a lot of ladies excited. But also, I do plan to do the lip gloss thing, but somehow, some way, I ended up with these. So I still need to make some more samples and stuff just so I can get rid of these bags. Or if I find something that fits in these bags, I would love that. But yeah, I don't just want to give out my samples. I want to just basically give people gifts because I'm a giver and everybody loves something free. And that's one way I want to try to get, like, that's one way people remember me. Remember this, I've had plenty of customers who asked me, aren't you that girl who gave me her card with a product in it? Like, you want to hear that because after a while, they're going to remember you and be like, ooh, she did that free shit. Like, whether it's something big or small, everybody appreciates something. So, yes, my brain is always looking for new ways and new things to give people and without breaking the bank. And this is my new way that I'm gonna give out my cards without breaking the bank. And honestly, if I go to the grocery store, Walmart, wherever, and I'm passing out my card and I'm giving them lashes, baby, my black girls will eat this up. Now 100%, I'm lying. Literally, that box was too much of lashes for me to just like go in and just pick because it took me a hot minute to find all of these. And I was really looking for these because who wants to really have these? But yeah, I was like, oh well, forget it. So whatever. But yeah, just want to point that out. If you're a businesswoman, you're trying to get your business off the ground, that's a good thing to do. And then since I was at the beauty supply store, Dollar Tree is right there, I was looking for Dove, but this is one of my favorite soaps. This is a new scent I've never used before. And not to be TMI, but my coochie is very sensitive. So that's why I was looking for some Dove soap, because that's what I use for her down there. And I haven't used this soap in ancient years, but I really feel like I can use this soap down there. So we're going to give this a try tonight to see if she works, because if so, then we are going to go stock up on her as well as our Dove soap. And then that way, the cooch can have another alternative, because I used to use Summer's Eve, but ever since I found out it's not good for you, I really have worked hard on stop using it, and it took my body a minute to be like, no, but she finally did it. So hopefully this is another alternative, because I don't really like using the same thing over and over, because I don't want my body to get too accustomed to it. So hopefully this is a good like alternative, you know, Dove and then this and then Dove and then this, because that's normally what I did with my Summer's Eve. I would do Summer's Eve one day, Dove the other day. So yeah, I alternate a lot of stuff. Same thing with my oils and stuff. Like, this is my herb oil. This is my actual hair strengthening oil, but a potent version. This is another type of oil that I like to use. And then here's my all-in-one oil I use on my hair. And then this has some olive oil, which I just felt the need to put olive oil in my hair. So yes, I most definitely fluctuate a lot of things when it comes to my hair products. I don't know if y'all can really tell that by now or not. Even with my creams, I have 3 different creams that I like to use for hydration on my hair. Which one is my favorite? I think this one is my favorite. I love this one right here. This is my girl right here. I did not like this, so I ended up buying this. So she's probably going to be used on like my wigs and stuff. So I have this one as well that I like to use. I do need to get some more of this. I love this stuff. I don't use it all the time. I use it sparingly. And honestly, because she's so empty, this is something I put in my water bottle. And then this is just for my edges. Nothing fancy. I just like the smell of it. But I do like the way these products work as well. Like, these products really smell really, really good. But they are good. So once I'm done with her, I'll probably go and get something different from this brand, because I do keep my hair in braids. So that's the main reason why I keep this thing on deck. I've been using this for literally years, probably like since I started my hair journey as an adult. So probably since I was 18. But this has always been a staple in my life. Cream of Nature has always been a staple in my life. Like, yeah, never fails, honestly. And like, I don't have, oh no, I don't, it's ORS. But normally I have Cream of Nature shampoo. I love their shampoo. Their shampoo is so freaking moisturizing. So this is a good brand, yes, but Cream of Nature, that's my girl right there. Like, if I could get a sponsorship for Cream of Nature, baby, yes, that is a goal for me. Putting that into the universe. I want to most definitely have a lot of hair sponsorships, because when I show my hair, finally, y'all gonna be like, girl, you've been lying this whole time. I'm exaggerating, but yeah. Picture right here, before we went on our walk, we had a little talk. He forgot his talk. He didn't make it far. So I have him sitting outside, which that's why he's sitting out there so patiently, because he messed up. He cannot not smell other dogs, and I'm sorry. I'm not about to be dealing with you smelling behind other dogs the way that he do. Like, that pulling and stuff, like, no. See, he understands. You see, I said pull. He understands. Y'all think they don't understand English. But he sure didn't understand pull, because I constantly have to tell him, stop pulling me. Every time I say the word pull, his ears go back. He listening. But yeah, and he knew he was wrong because I forgot what I was doing. I think I was taking something off and he thought he was about to get in trouble, but I really try not to hit him. And even if I do hit him, he get a little spanking on them little thick thighs of his. Like, I don't really give him spankings like that. And I try not to give him spankings because, you know, who wants to be hit all the time? Not I. And I never really did get hit like that as a child. So this is time out, which I love because he's getting more comfortable with being outside more. But yeah, Mr. Sir here can't last too long. Can't last long, huh? But yeah, that's why he ain't at the door yet, because he know he was in the wrong. And then also, since we didn't walk a long time, I just want him to still be able to go outside, because he wanted to go outside. He just don't know how to act. Okay, so before I end today, I have to share this part of today. And what happened? So today is Saturday, September the 17th. It's about to be probably like 11 o'clock. I got home from work and I wasn't tired, but I just needed to rest my body. So literally, I just made me a quick little cheese quesadilla with some chips. And literally just laid in the bed until I have the energy to go walk the dog, because he ain't gonna let me live that down now. 100%, if I didn't walk him, he would have been fine. But I just, like, that's what he wants, and that's my exercise. And it's just, I just really try to stay on top of just not being lazy with walking him, no matter how tired I am. But that's besides the point. I really wanted to make sure I came on here and said this, but today, the racist white girl, when I tell you, now, I wasn't mad at the racist white girl, because the shit she do, I'm accustomed to it. So I came in and they were already on 10 because she fucked with the books. Okay, so you know how there's just always that one person that thinks they run the show, but at the end of the day, they don't really know how to run a business? Yeah, that is her. So I come in and the front girl, she was just already teed off because she fucked with the books. And the thing about the girl is, when she fucks with the book, she fucks up the whole day. And she fucks up the day for, honestly, everybody, yes, but 9 times out of 10, she's fucking up the day for me. But the thing about me is, I come in already knowing that she gonna be on bullshit, so when she does fuck up my day, it really don't fuck up my day. And at the end of the day, when I do see she trying to fuck up my day, I see it before she even does it. So even if she does fuck it up, it don't matter, because I already saw it. Like, her energy doesn't lie to me. Like, I know her energy to the fucking T. And of course, just by looking at her, seeing how she's worked, everything, I already know she's on bullshit, which, okay, cool. Keep my distance as always. I don't talk to her as always. She's always the one who butts into every fucking conversation. And, you know, I stay cordial. But at the end of the day, I go right back to talking to whoever I'm talking to. But they were so mad at her because she fucked up the books. And I was so shocked because, like, more than one person was like, she really was trying to screw you. And this one girl was like, yeah, Chelsea really was trying to screw you. She had you like with 8 people. And I was like, okay, because like that's my goal. And like when I said that, she's like, yeah, I know you kind of like, that's what you actually like anyway. But it's like, for her, it's like, it's still the principle that, you know, she's trying to fuck up your day because she doesn't want to text your clients. And so, like, that's the problem, because like what they do is like they just have a habit of kind of like extending some appointments that they may think is a texture client or they know is a texture client. So she comes in thinking she knows how to run business, and she moves stuff around to give herself the specific people that she wants to do. And everybody was coming to me and telling me how like she really just, everybody was pissed off at her. And even one of the other white girls that I'm cool with, even her, she was like, yeah, she even like towards the end of the day tried to come up to her and try to like be nice and sweeten the pot and all that stuff. And I was like, sounds about right. But it's just like, it's so crazy because the day before the new black girl, I kind of like gave her a tidbit tea, and I told her, watch your back around old girl. Literally 100%. When I tell anybody some bullshit about somebody, I always say, I'm telling you this, but I want you to make your assessment to who this person is. But I'm most definitely going to give you examples on why I say the things that I say. So the day before, I gave her the rundown on her, and then instantly, divine right timing, because instantly after me giving her the rundown, instantly here comes old girl with the bull, just straight up bull. So next day, and then she carries it into the next day, straight on bull. Everybody's pissed off, everybody's mad, and then the assistant manager, she finally comes in and she sees her get a client, and she comes to the back hot, like what the, like she was like, oh no, ain't no you getting out of a texture client today. And I was like, oh, okay, because I thought I had did something the way that she came busting in. I thought it was about to be bullshit on me because I'm just so used to the bullshit being on me. And she was like, oh no, she gonna take her texture client. And I was like, whoa, okay. But yes, everybody was pissed off at her. And while everybody's pissed off, guess what? Guess who was in the corner just whatever. Like, it is what it is. It didn't faze me. Not one bit. Me. Yeah. I already answered it, I know. Retarded. But yes. Like, and it's crazy because the night before, my very last client was like a 16-year-old girl, and I always end up doing her hair, and it just happens that way. Divine right timing. And we really had like a good ass conversations. I see why we get along so well, because we're both artists, and like we're so relatable in so many ways. So towards like the end of our little conversation, she, like, I mentioned the racism, but she is the one who pointed out that she sensed the energy from old girl. And the thing about it is, she didn't just sense the energy that day. She was like, yes, every time I come in, she always just gives me this uncomfortable vibe. Remind you, I've had black people tell me this about old girl, but for a young white girl to tell me this, I knew I wasn't just thinking out my ass. You know what I mean? So it's just the fact that even this young child, and my thing is this, if your babies, if the teenagers say it, you know it's facts. Like, point, case, period. And it's like, for me, that confirmation, like, even though I knew my confirmation without her telling me, but just to get that confirmation from a teenager who just was like, yeah, I've always sensed this vibe from her. And even when she was leaving, like, she even sensed the vibe, how she didn't even know if she wanted to say goodbye to me or not. Like, she sensed everything. So it's like, after that conversation, it just, like, it really just did something to me. Not something like, ooh, type of something, but it just did something to, I guess, like, the whole aura of everything. Because when I came in today, like, of course, I see her face and I'm always just like, ugh. And not ugh, like she's gonna ruin my day, just ugh, like, you don't want to see that person's face. Like, that person's face is so ugly that their face is just ugly. Just ugly. You just see, like, I just see the, like, I see the monster type of shit. And so every time I see her, hear her voice, it's just like, ugh. And it doesn't irk me where it bothers my day, but it's just, I don't want to look at your face type of thing. Like when I get a customer who blatantly doesn't like me, like, quick, fast, in a hurry, I get them out of my face because I don't want to be around you. So that's what that type of thing is like. I don't want that energy anywhere near me type of thing. And it's crazy because somebody got a headache. And my period's at the end stage where I don't get headaches. I had some fruit this morning, so it's not like I had a hunger headache. And I really don't get morning headaches because I don't eat. And I'm working and I start to get a headache. Mind you, I have no reason to have a headache. And so after I get done with my last client, the other girl that had the headache, I sit down at the table. I was like, you know what? You have a headache because of this one girl's negative energy. And not negative energy like we're feeding into her type of negative energy. Just somebody's hate can be so strong in the building that you will get a headache. And I started getting a headache because of her. And I don't know why I started to get a headache from her. I don't know if I got a headache because old girl had a headache and I just instantly have her energy, because I have a connection to her because she reminds me so much of one of my friend's wife. Like her voice, her presence, how she act, like put together, about her business, on point with her business, like 100% to the T. She reminds me of my friend's wife. So I instantly have that connection. And I even told her, I was like, you want to know why I get along with you so well? Because you remind me so much of my friend's wife. Like her face, your voice, how you act. And the thing about it is she doesn't even look like her, but because she's so much like her, she looks like her to me. Reminds me so much of her. So I don't know if I got her energy or if, yes, that was the hate from the white girl, which I don't understand why she had the hate towards me, because I was in the middle of a texture client. So there's no reason for you to be hating me. But at the same time, I'm in the middle of this texture client and I'm rocking that shit. Like, blowout is like on freaking point. So I don't know if that's where the hate was coming from, because like, it don't matter. Every time, everything she throws at me, I always rock it. It don't matter. And the thing about it, she didn't even throw this client at me. This client, I believe, was a request. So it's like, it doesn't matter type of thing. And the thing about it, she's just too stupid to realize, like, doing hair is my calling. Doing hair is my blessing. So, yeah. It don't matter what you do. I'm always going to rock it. And then, as the girls are talking to me in the back, I'm like, well, honestly, I always predict everything she does before she even does it. I see her body language before she even does it and know what she's doing. So it's like, I'm always prepared for anything that she does because she's predictable. Come on. You're not that special, boo. And I'm telling this one girl, I was like, it really doesn't bother me so much because every time, for every BS that she do and I see coming, guess what? Karma comes knocking right at the door. Literally. Right at the door. And at the end of the day, karma came knocking on the door and she ended up having to stay and doing her last client over her scheduled shift time. And it's like, I know that's her karma because her energy changed. Like, instantly. I saw her energy change when she took her client to the back and I was like, what the fuck? And it's like, it's a shame that I can read her like this so freaking well, because when I say that energy was a complete change, and then like even when I came to the back and I was like, yeah, she got her karma. Like that last person she had to do, that was her karma. Her having to stay later than what her schedule shift is, that was her karma. And my co-worker that's I'm cool with, the one that I said she started to be nice to and kind of suck up to her, that's when she was like, yeah, she caught herself being nice to me all of a sudden, or trying to get me to talk to her. And it's like, I don't know what the girl's energy was today. Like when I say I was tunnel visioned on myself today, I was tunnel visioned on myself today. But these girls were hot. And I felt none of their hot energy, but most definitely they came and confided in me. And I'm like, whoa, this is just so freaking crazy. So freaking crazy how, like, this is the stuff that I deal with. Like, tomorrow, Sunday, I'm going to have to deal with the bullshit. I just hope I don't end up too far behind. But at the end of the day, I'm, like, in this zone type of thing. It may not even affect me no more because I've graduated on my personality. So, and I know that's partially of why when I walked in today, I didn't feel nobody's energy. They told me their energy. And the thing about it is, like, it's just something about my aura that is just, like, blocked it. And I'm here for it. I love it. And I'm hoping tomorrow's the same way. I always go to work positive. I never go to work negative. I never go to work, like, angry or anything like that. Because 100%, I go to work to do hair. Like, you're not going to stop that. And even if you think you're going to stop that, like I say, I'm always going to have a backup plan. So, whatever. But I had to speak on that because it's like, here, I've dealt with this BS for so long. And today. And the thing about it is, like, when the manager comes back, like, I don't know if anything's even going to happen. Because my whole energy was like, is she about to quit? Because that's what's the energy that I was getting from her. Is like, she's not going to be here for long type of thing. So, I don't know what's going to happen. But if she ends up leaving, thank God. I outlived you. You thought you was going to run me away. Boo, you can't run me away from my passion. So, you can't knock my passion. And the thing about it is, a long time ago, I overheard a conversation where she said that if hair don't work, she gonna be going into the medical field. So at the end of the day, who's really the strongest in this industry? Not you, boo. Because you already have a backup plan for when you know you gonna fail. Me, I know I'm gonna be successful. And that's the problem. That 100% is the problem. And then she called herself, and it's so funny because she tries to knock my hustle, but then turn around and tries to hustle like me. But you can't hustle like me, boo. You cannot hustle like me. You can't steal somebody's hustle. You may steal clients, you may steal tips, but you can't steal my hustle. Remember that. I am so proud of myself. So I made this chicken the other day for lunch today. So mind you, my lunch today was this, but a day old. And when I tell you, I actually ate this leftover. Now, I'm not a leftover girl. I sure don't like chicken leftover, but I ate this leftover, a whole day leftover. And this was so good. So this is freshly made today for tomorrow's lunch. But I'm just so flabbergasted that it was so good because chicken hasn't been my friend lately either as well. And then I made me some cookies because, you know, it's the weekend. And the weekend, I normally allow myself to be a little picky. But yes, I'm so happy for myself. I ate leftover chicken.